As human rights claims have proliferated, some claims have come into tension with one another, provoking questions and clashes about which rights are entitled to gain respect. Nation-states and international institutions remain confused about their respective responsibilities concerning human rights.
That is U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo explaining the decision behind his newly announced Commission on Unalienable Rights, which will review the role of human rights in U.S. foreign policy. Critics are afraid this could be the Trump administration's way of pulling back on protections for minority groups. The national correspondent for the Tablet and Crux, Christopher White, joins us now. Hello, Christopher. Thank you for being here.
Hi, Emily. Good to be with you.
Christopher, what will this commission actually do?
Well, the Secretary of State said that he's going to commission this group to look at fundamental questions about what it means to be human. What are human rights? What does the Declaration itself sort of enshrine as these rights that are sort of, unalienable, as the Commission says, and then take these fundamental questions and, apply them to policy situations. Now, it remains very unclear. It's a group of 10 commissioners, and they have a heavy lift.
News of this commission comes at a time when the faith in the public square is increasingly under scrutiny. Just last night, a California bill that would have required priests to violate the seal of the confessional died in committee. Christopher, why was this bill killed? And what can you tell us about the efforts of the faith community to oppose it?
So this bill was killed because the assemblyman that was pushing this forward realized he just didn't have the votes to go forward. It was quite controversial because the faith community has been saying it's a fundamental violation of religious freedom to force a priest to reveal what has been told to him in the confessional. And in fact, today they were scheduled to have a rally of several hundred Catholics that were going to go to the state legislature and protest this. They don't have to go now because this bill has sort of died.
That's so interesting. So now finally, in other news, the Vatican's upcoming meeting of bishops from the Amazon region is stirring some controversy among U.S. bishops. At the heart of it is the proposal that in some cases married men could be ordained to the priesthood. What can you tell us about the proposal?
So the proposal is that in certain remote areas of the Amazon where these people are effectively denied the sacraments because they don't have a priest attend to them or maybe only see a priest a handful of times a year, that older men in these communities who are already married could be ordained to the priesthood so that these remote quarters of the globe aren't denied the sacraments.
So why are some of the U.S. bishops already taking sides on this?
Some bishops see this as sort of a relaxation of celibacy and the fear that we're going to lose the celibate priesthood. Pope Francis has said this is a very particular proposal in a particular region, not a universal claim.
National correspondent for the Tablet and Crux, Christopher White, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Emily.